Hello, welcome back to Liz's Kitchen, and today we are going to prepare breakfast. So, I'm going to do grits with shrimp. Also, we also going to have that with eggs and spinach. So, with that said, I'm going to cook the grits first. And here I have my grits. You can use any brand grits you want. Of course, this is just a quick grits that I bought. So we're going to use that. I have some water in the pot. And my pot here have just water. We going to get that to boil, get warm a little bit. And I'm going to have some heavy cream put into the water. So with that said, let me open this up. And I'm going to add that to my water. And going to have this to come to boil. So let me give it a little bit more heat. Once we get that, we want to add a little bit of butter to that while it's getting warmed up, and you can do any butter of your choice. Okay, so I'm going to just add butter to this. All right, after we add the butter to that, I'm going to add a little bit of salt. And maybe not too much. Okay. You can add salt as you eat, but like I said, I'm just going to add a little bit and get this to warm up. So my butter is in here, heavy cream, and a little bit of water. Okay, so so we getting that to boil. While that is warming up, we're gonna start our shrimp. So waiting for the water to boil, I'm go ahead and put on my shrimp. I have my frying pan over here waiting for the shrimp. So I'm gonna turn this on and leave the milk, heavy cream. We're gonna leave that on low so the water can start boiling before we add the grits. Now, while we get this on medium heat, we want to put that on medium, and I'm going to add some butter in my frying pan over here. I'm going to warm this up because we're going to be frying some shrimp. Okay, going to put some shrimp in here, so we're going to put a little bit of butter in there, and yeah, so like I said, just get your butter to melt before we're going to add the shrimp. All right, so while we're waiting for that, I'm going to get the shrimp. Okay, so as you can see, my butter is melting. I have my shrimp over here. Washed it, so it's warm water. After I washed it, I put a vinegar. Wash it with vinegar also. So after washing it with vinegar, take a little bit of season, salt, and we can put a little bit of seasoned salt to this. Not too much, little bit. So how much you want is how much you put on there. But a little bit would do because you would have your grits and everything. So as you can see, my butter is frying in the pot. And I'm going to add the shrimp. So let's add the shrimp in the butter. So the shrimp, like I said, we washed it and with vinegar and put a little bit of seasoning. So we're gonna let that cook for a little bit while we do the grits. So back to the grits. Now that the water is warmed up, getting ready to boil, we can add our grits in the water. Okay, and put a little bit at a time and stir it. You got to stir it and add a little bit at a time. So, depending how much grits you want, this is how much I put in there, and I'm gonna let it continue to cook on medium heat. So it's gonna cook all the way. Okay, see my grits. So, like I said, you have to get it to boil before you put that on there, because if you cook it in cold water, it's gonna be very lumped up. You will have a lot of lumps in your grits. So you want to make sure that you have a little bit of water, milk, your heavy cream, and cook it on a low heat. Okay, so while this is boiling, I don't want it to cook too fast, so I'm going to add a little bit of more water in my grits and let it continue to cook. The heat, make sure your heat is low so your grits can cook low. We don't want it to cook too fast, then you will have some hard grits. So I say I'm putting some water as I go to make sure my grits is not lumpy, and to make sure my grits are cooking real soft. So this is my grits. There you go. And put a little bit of water. Remember, you have heavy cream in it, so it will cook faster and the water will be absorbed faster. So with that said, this is the grits. All right, so we got the grits cooking, and I'm go ahead and add a little bit more water. Okay, this is a quick grits, so you don't need to cook it too much. So there you go. Your grits is ready. And if you like it soft, you put more. If you like it watery, you put more water. But so with that said, I'm gonna finish with a little bit more water, and yeah, there you go, grits. All right, so grits is ready. All right, so I'm gonna go back here to my shrimp, and grits is all ready to go. Turn it on very low, and we're gonna come back on the shrimp. All right, so let's go back to the shrimp. As you can see, you want the shrimp to cook brown all the way. So I'm gonna turn it around. And let it keep cooking. And you can see right now it is brown on the other side, so we are turning it around. Right? Look at that. All right, I'm doing shrimp because I love shrimp. You can do this with bacon, or you can do it with sausage, whatever you like to eat best. But I'm going to eat mine with shrimp. And yeah, so we're going to cook the shrimp. While the shrimp is cooking, my grits is ready. So I'm going to turn it off. It's going to turn that off and focus on the shrimp. So, shrimp is cooking. We'll put it on the side while it's cooking. Stay continue to cook. All right, so these are, making sure the shrimp is cooking very good. And I'm going to add in here some onions that I chopped up, some spinach. I'm going to throw that in the middle of the pot. Okay. Alright, while it's cooking, I'm going to add a little bit more butter on my greens. So we got the spinach in there, and I'm adding butter. Okay, so you can see the spinach is cooking. The shrimp is also cooking, and the butter. So, all right, now look at that. While it's cooking, I'm going to get my eggs ready to fry. All right, so let's go back, take a look at our spinach. Make sure it's frying, make sure the shrimp is still cooking, because you do want to have your shrimp, your spinach, everything cooked. So, yep, you can see it's cooking really good. Okay. Okay, so your spinach and your shrimp is cooking, and we're gonna scramble some eggs and add that to your spinach and eggs. So let's give it a little bit time to cook, and we will come back and add the eggs. All right, see you in a minute. All right, so we are back. This is where we left off. Our spinach and shrimp is still cooking. So, and we're gonna add eggs to this. Yes, we are going to add some eggs. So, with that said, I have here some eggs that I'm going to scramble. All right. Okay. And I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning. So this is just an all-purpose season that I'm putting on there. And yeah, a little bit. All right, stir it up. Remember, we still have our spinach and eggs and shrimp is still cooking. So now we can add, yep, gonna add our eggs to this. So with that said, push that on the side and add your eggs. All right, so like I said, you might want to do yours with bacon or sausage and eat it with the grits. So I'm doing mine with shrimp. All right, so I'm gonna add the shrimp. We're gonna let the shrimp cook. I'm going to give it a little bit more heat. Yep, so we can get that cooking. So once you put your egg, okay, so you want to make sure your eggs is cooked and before we mix it with the spinach and the shrimp. So that's what I'm doing right now to make sure my eggs is cooked real good, and then not real good, but they halfway cooked, and then you mix it up with your spinach. Okay, look at that. All right, so now I'm going to mix it in with my spinach and my shrimp. All right, you have shrimp, you have the eggs, and we have the spinach. All right, so this is what it looked like with the spinach and the eggs and the shrimp. Can't wait to eat this. So there we have it. Eggs is ready. You get your shrimp and you get your spinach already. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. You don't need to cook it too long because everything is ready to go. With that said, I'm gonna go back to my grits. I'm turning this off. We're gonna come back to the grits, and yes, look at how that look. Look at that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get me a plate. We're gonna put this on here. You get your grits put on there. Okay, look at that. And I'm going to add here some shrimp and spinach. Now, yes, I'm going to eat, and I'm going to try it and let you know. All right, so let me get a fork. Give me a minute. All right, so here we go. Look at this plate. This is my shrimp spinach with some eggs. And of course, my delicious grits. If you can follow my recipe for the grits, you will never go wrong with grits. And you will love your grits. So with that said, let me try this and let you know. I can taste it now. Oh, gourmet. Brunch, breakfast, whatever you want to call it. The shrimp is ready. Look at the shrimp. It's cooked real good. Look at that. And yes. Let me try another one. Try this at home. And yep. And I will talk to you later. Don't forget to subscribe. All right. Thank you. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.